Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Aki number 2, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at boats live on Valorant. I'm reporting on something to do with this match today.
Hello. Oh my god,
no.
I kind of, wait, never mind. I thought I recognized your username. Thank you, Wilwood.
What's your mom's social security number?
I might just skip. I might just skip.
And unfortunately...
What do you mean he's gonna skip?
And unfortunately, the reason why we're reporting on this story, I'm just going to wait. The reason why we're reporting on this story is because, based on some stuff that I've seen, there's been some issues in this game, right? To do with toxicity. I want to have a look at it, see exactly what's happened in every sort of context. The clip that I saw was very damning, so I'm really upset to see that. But we're going to report on it on Valorant Hub as per usual with stuff that happens in Valorant. But like I say, I want to see full context, and I would do this anyway, so I figure let's record my reaction to see what's going on here.
Thanks, Red Samurai, for Twitch Prime, because I'm so good. I didn't want to give it.
My understanding is that this is Andrea Boat's placement game in ranked. That's my understanding.
Away.
So first game in ranked.
I'm undercover. I'm really good. I'm smurfing.
Are you a boy or a girl?
I'm neither. Can you not ask my gender, please?
Or are you transsexual?
Can we not discuss my gender, please?
We can.
Oh fuck.
Do you have a penis?
Ah! Ah!
Oh god, that's loud.
I'm leaving.
Oh, I'm gonna have to edit this now. Great.
I should leave.
You sound like my Latina grandmother.
Wow, they are toxic. Wow. I muted the dude that said the bad words. I muted him. I muted him.
Reloading.
This is part of a... I've muted the video for now. This is part of...
Again, Bobomba. I dare you, bud.
What the fuck? Should I be... What do I do? Do I put up with it or do I like leave? Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to play some...
Not the problem here, but in terms of the problem with the stream and the audio and stuff, is that these the players in the party chat or in the voice chat, whatever, are a lot quieter than Andrea. So when I'm trying to hear what the party chat or the voice chat, whatever it is trying to say, Andrea will say something and it'll be really loud for you. So I'm gonna have to edit this already a little bit. But yeah.
Some Valorant. You guys need to...
This is part of a wider conversation that
I'm not gonna back out, but
I want to have.
I thought they made a new
regarding
map.
I
thought they made a new map.
Not just in game behavior, but general experience in this game. This can be such a great game. It can be such a great game. But just because it can be doesn't mean it is right now. It is a good game, obviously, but in terms of we need to deal with certain things.
Okay.
As in, we need to fix certain things, or at least work towards fixing certain things.
I'm not gonna...
So I am going to be bringing light to this on Valorant Hub, because it's been a while since I've spoken about this on Valorant Hub. We spoke about this very early on, like a couple months ago.
Okay, guys, I haven't played Valorant in ages.
But we haven't spoken about it since, and it's not like it's gone away just because I haven't spoken about
Everyone's
it.
over there?
One enemy. Last player standing.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we have quite a bit of news today. And I'm going to cover a few topics. I can't cover every topic because
let me be, bro. I'm stressed.
so much going
I don't know what to fucking do. I don't know how to play video games. Okay.
What you're gonna want to go ahead and do here is shoot the person in the head.
Well, where are they? Where are they?
Unlike your gender, your penis is not secret.
Press R88.
Spike planted.
God.
You retard! You retard!
You are so stupid.
What the fuck is wrong with people? These guys are... I'm leaving this game. What the fuck?
You have a knife
Okay.
next to you right now?
Stop trying to be
How do I
nice.
leave?
You suck.
I'm leaving. These guys
So I've
are
seen this
complete
clip
assholes.
where she leaves,
Exit.
and then eventually she will
Confirm.
join back again. And whilst that's happening, this is really difficult. So the most obvious and clear thing is
What the hell? Their
Don't
parents
be
didn't
don't be
train 'em
stupid,
some
stupid.
manners in life.
As
They're
Philip
literally
DeFranco
throwing
would say.
the R word. Like what? Oh my.
Don't be stupid. Don't say dumb stuff. That's just dumb. Don't
goodness,
say dumb
that
stuff.
was my first
Not only
experience.
don't say dumb stuff, let's be a bit more clear. Let's just be respectful of people.
I know people.
Now,
think
I
that's
know that
gross,
when I'm saying
and
this,
I've seen
I'm...
it on Twitter and whatever, and but I've never experienced it myself because I never ever play video games ever, and that was so disappointing. Those kids were terrible. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going into a new lobby. I'm leaving their game, and it's only because I'm a girl. Literally because they heard me talk and they heard that I was a girl, and then that was it. I'm so disappointing. I'm so disappointed. Oh fuck no.
Okay, so the reason why I stopped speaking about my take on this is because I think it's more important for Andrew to be able to speak her mind on this without me interrupting. And when things get a bit quiet or whatever, then I'll speak about it.
No.
Oh, just disconnect, bud.
Why can't I leave the
Last player
match?
standing.
Why can't I leave the match? Why can't I leave the match? Fuck. How do I get out of it? I don't want to play with them. Ugh. How do I get out of them? I don't want to play with them. I can't leave? Should I just go play with them and mute them? Well, I don't want to play muted.
And that as well is something we discussed on the Valorant Hub already. There's something that Riot needs to fix it in some way. Where, you know, you're abused basically in the chat, and especially in ranked, you need to be able to communicate with people. If the reason why you can't communicate is because of harassment, let's not tiptoe around this. That's an issue, and I think that's something that Riot needs to address massively.
Really? They're so mean. I'm so disappointed. I'm gonna play Apex Legends. I've never played that before, but I have it downloaded. No, they're terrible. What the hell? Yeah, welcome to... That's my first experience, and I know that shit happens, but it's so disappointing. How can they be like that? That's terrible. No wonder girls never want to play video games with boys. Apex is more Valorant? Yeah, it was, Mr. Llama. It was. Okay, my Apex... Well, nothing's... I don't even know, man. This stream today was just very, last minute. So.
Yeah, and this is the other thing, and people saying in the chat that Apex is more toxic, and they might be right, I don't know.
I need to log in.
That doesn't make any of this acceptable, but...
Well, I can either wait.
What I think needs to happen, though, I think Valorant needs... Not Valorant, I think Riot needs to be extremely strict about this. That's the only way that I can see this actually being somewhat fixed. And I mean... There needs to be some sort of system, which I'm not smart enough in this position, in this current moment, to know exactly what needs to be done in terms of how they can implement a system. But implement a system that essentially, if you're griefing in terms of your words, if you're saying certain things, be suspended for 6 months or something. Like ban them even. Like do something that is going to make them actually feel the impact
but I don't want to
of their words.
Their lobby.
Because they have no place in this. And Riot knows this. Riot knows that Toxicity has no place in the game. But in order for that to be a case,
I'm just gonna play
they
Apex
need to work on it. Which I'm sure they are over time,
but people are probably gonna be mean in Apex as well.
We have to highlight this stuff. Otherwise,
I don't even want to play a video
we don't
game
know about
again.
it.
They're so freaking mean.
Like I've noticed, not many people have brought attention to this on Valorant, which is why one of the reasons why I am.
Let's see.
I mean, not in fairness, I understand as well. Not everyone's going to bring attention to every toxic match.
Oh my god!
And I'm not expecting everyone to. But knowing that I have a voice, I'm going to.
Okay, I guess we have to stick to Valorant.
Anyway.
Play League. I don't even want to play game anymore. I don't even know. I want to go back
Andrew
to Valorant.
Does go back
to
Valorant eventually.
Game. And
I haven't seen the rest of this. That's annoying. I haven't seen the rest of this though. After this, so I know that she joins back and that she has to mute them, but that's about it. That's all I know. It just sucks. It really does suck. And actually, the question I have for you is: do you face this in Valorant? Obviously, depending on who you are, unfortunately, you're going to have different experience in Valorant. Especially when you're a woman, your voice lets people know that you're a woman. As a man, whatever. So therefore, people do target.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna gonna go back and mute him.
people.
You know what? We're not. I'm just gonna go back because I don't have it. None of my other games. If I log out and log back in, you don't think?
So
That sucks that I can't play without leaving him.
when she joins back, she will in fact be added back to the
Minecraft
same
skin-
lobby. I'm just gonna skip this because let's just get into it. There we go. And then we see she's
Okay, I muted
muting
all of them.
everyone.
I muted all of them. Oh, and this was ranked too, which sucks. But I mean, I wasn't gonna get anything better than Iron 1. I'm not gonna
Now-
throw. I just muted their voices. I don't really care. We can't hear.
What is important as well though is that Andrea does take this seriously in ranked. It's it's ranked. It's not casual. It's not unrated. It's ranked where people are trying. So she does need to try, but and I don't know. She might have. I don't know. But obviously, regardless of trying, I want to be very clear now after saying that I completely condemn all of the harassment against anyone in video games in general, in this situation and every other situation. But I'm hoping that she does try this because, not in fairness to these people, because the harassment is unacceptable. But yeah, definitely, I hope that Andrew does try in this. After this, I can understand why she would feel
Oh, I
less
forgot to buy.
wanting to try. I
forgot to
totally,
buy stuff.
totally understand. But obviously, it is ranked. People are taking it seriously. So hopefully a good game can come in. But that's good actually. Self-healing. I like to see it. Good start. Unfortunately, it's a 3v5 now.
Fuck. I'm screwed. I
I
have such a
don't think
shitty gun.
Andrea's
I have the
used to
worst
playing
gun ever.
Valorant based on this.
Ah, fuck! Ah, that was trash. Okay. I don't know, dude. I didn't even buy a gun because I just hopped back in and I already lost all my life, but I can't hear them, so it doesn't matter. They're probably like raging so badly, but I could not give less of a shit. And they're all muted. But that's fine. You know, the best way to troll them is just be myself and play because I'm so bad that it'll piss them off and I won't hear anything that they're saying. So we'll just get them back. Why play ranks? Well, I wanted to go in the competitive lobby. I'm trolling them because when I first joined, they all started calling me a R-word and other things just because I'm a girl. So then I left the game, but when I came back, I couldn't leave, so I decided to just finish the game.
One enemy remaining.
This whole thing is very difficult
Also,
because
which is
it's quite
funny.
a polarizing situation.
So yeah, they're like 9-year-olds that clearly have no manners, which is fine.
Because you
Alright.
don't.
At least we got lots of money.
Everyone
really
has their own place in Valorant.
But
I want
talking
to say
to
that
them,
now.
you
Everyone
can
has
piss
their
them
own
off by
place in
talking about-
Valorant.
no, I'm not
Whether
gonna say
you're
anything
playing
to
for
them.
fun or whatever.
I'm just gonna work on my play. It doesn't matter. Welcome to the internet.
And harassment
yeah.
is never acceptable.
And what's funny is they all died, right? They were all shitting on me for being bad when literally they were all dead. No, yeah, I saw some really terrible clips on Twitter. It was like some other girls. Fuck. Okay.
I do think, based on what Andrea's doing here, I think it would have been good for her to play unrated beforehand because, let's be honest, that was some fairly clear understanding of lack of map knowledge. And I hope I've made it very clear that none of those words that were said to Andrea are at all acceptable, regardless of skill level, regardless of even trying. None of it's acceptable. And that was that was Asian Man Plays. But I do also believe that when you're playing ranked, you should have some level of knowledge of what you're doing, because otherwise your team is going to be at a disadvantage, and that isn't fair in your team either. And I don't mean to be horrible to Andrea at all, clearly, but
yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot above the ground.
you know, going essentially into
Yeah, dude.
you know, this.
I mean,
Anyone who understands this map, and I'm not the best player by any means, and you're going to see that at some point in the near future. I'm not the best player by any means, but I do know how the map works. And anyone who plays this game for at least, I don't know, maybe 5-6 hours, you know, you should be able to play Haven, split all the maps basically a little bit.
Shit, how could I still hear him? I muted his stuff.
They're
really trying to bully me to leave.
But
I turned down all
this
their
whole
volume.
thing is a bit, it's just all not
I'm
really
gonna report
great.
all of them after this. I'm gonna report all of them.
Because if you're playing competitive, you should have, you know, if you're playing competitive with a team who care about this, then you should play accordingly.
Thanks, Theo Jump.
You know, doing the right, you know, doing somewhat of the right peaks, knowing roughly what to do. I don't think Andrew knows what she's doing here, which, like I say, everyone has their own right to play in competitive, but...
Can they hear me? No. Well, I haven't been using my button.
I think it's also only right to play competitive when you understand the game properly, or at least somewhat properly, which maybe Andrea does, but I can't see it right now. I mean,
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Shit! Fuck! Oh, I'm so bad! I'm so bad. Okay, hold on. First, let me report all these freaking...
Because honestly, I would be annoyed if I would... Here's the thing, right? Okay, so this is how it plays out in my head. If Andrea was on my team right now, I would be kind of annoyed, to be honest with you, because she hasn't gone into this game into a competitive... Let's be very clear here. We're talking about a competitive game with a very severe lack of knowledge, which is going to therefore affect her team, which is, I think, unfair, basically. I think learn the game somewhat before you go into the part of the game where people actually try and care about what their score is and stuff. Now, with all of that being said, and I've already said multiple times, and I'm going to say it again, the words that are being used, that have been used against Andrea, are seriously not fair whatsoever. Not even not unfair, they're infuriating. Harassment in video games is literally not acceptable. It's totally not acceptable, and it's infuriating. Seeing people feel feeling less safe, and basically that's the whole thing. Feeling less safe about you know, where they are in the same activity as these people. It's simply not fair. It's wrong, but it is also unfair to not on the same level, nowhere near on the same level. I don't believe. I don't think it's right to go into the competitive mode of things when you're not a competitive player.
I still hear them? Oh, it's so annoying.
I'm just trying to judge this properly because, in fairness, Andrea is using shift here. GG's.
He was really asking for something, so I can't. It's funny how now, yeah, he was just shitting on me, and now he.
That was good though.
No, I'm not buying anybody.
I hope I haven't got the wrong reading on Andrea. I honestly, no one should. I hope no one takes this personally. I didn't know who Andrea was before this, and to be fair, there's 1,000 influencers with over 100,000 followers out there. I ain't gonna know all of them, and that's how it is. She's done very well for herself, clearly, so that's awesome to see. But I don't know her actual her skill in this game. But I do think, like I say, yeah, if you're going into something knowing that everyone's trying and has some has a basic level of knowledge. To be fair, Andrea is okay. In fairness, careful. This is giving me anxiety just walking around corners like this, bro. Nice, you got that. Oh, unlucky.
Shit.
Reload.
What does that do? Shit,
okay,
that doesn't do anything.
So that tells me, okay, so what does that do? Doesn't know what's happening. And that's the thing, I don't believe.
I don't even know what to do.
I really don't.
Shit, fuck. I don't even.
If you don't know how to play the game, don't get onto the competitive ladder. That's unfair. I'm gonna say it now. She's very clearly demonstrated she doesn't know how this goes. Like I say, play unrated, play Spike Rush, enjoy it, love it, and you're less likely as well to have people saying the wrong stuff to set the harassment, let's call it for what it is. I've made my point here though. The harassment is totally out of line, never, ever, ever is acceptable whatsoever. But it's also not fair for Andrea to go into a competitive ladder where people are actually trying, not even knowing how her agent has her abilities, how to use her abilities. That's straight up unfair on her team. From a player
I need
point
to
of
stop
view,
entering the same way every game.
I need to stop entering the same way every game, but you're taking the same route. What? The exact same
I'm
route.
just gonna go all the way around this time.
Okay, so okay. That's a bit
Fuck, not
different.
again, not again, not again, not again, not again, not again.
Shoot
Ah, fuck, dude.
Oh dear. Well, I've made my point. Now I'm just gonna try and watch without. Yeah. I hope my point has been made very clear as well. I've made it very, very clear that harassment, saying these, saying stuff basically the way that it's been said, and it was completely the right thing for Andrew to do to mute these people. There was never going to be any decent or any real good communication. It was harassment. So therefore, they lost essentially, as far as I'm concerned, they lost the right to speak to Andrea and stuff like that. But yeah, Andrea shouldn't be doing this either, and it shouldn't be specifically
goodness.
playing competitive.
I have
That's
no
my
idea
that's
what I'm
my
doing,
perspective.
guys. I literally have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Okay.
And maybe, and
When I tell you I have no freaking clue what I'm clicking, I got no clue. Okay.
and I'm open to being wrong here,
We
but
did something.
I'm open to a discussion here,
So
right?
these little
I'm open to a
boys
discussion.
suck my- Just kidding. I want to rage on them so bad, but I'm not going to.
I'm open to, and honestly,
I heard.
I don't know.
Aw, thanks, AP Felix.
Yeah, I think I said what I.
Yeah,
what
I don't know. Honestly, guys,
I think I
don't
said
play
everything
video
I
games.
needed
I don't know
to.
the correct mouse sensitivity either.
I think I've had a fairly balanced view on it.
Oh
my
go.
God.
How the fuck do I get out of this? Fuck. How do I get out of this? Guys, when they tape wire you, what do you do?
You fought well.
When they tape wire me,
One
what do I
enemy
do?
remaining.
What does this do? Oh, that resurrects?
Please.
How do I get my gun back? Oh, we won. You shoot the wire? Oh, it's on the wall? Oh, I thought it was on me.
Last round in the half.
Oh, it's on the wall. Oh, I thought it was on my body.
Need a drop.
Oh, it's a trip wire. Oh, so I'm tripping over the same damn wire every time.
Bloody hell, that's
Gotcha.
bad.
I'm so silly. I didn't realize
Well, yeah.
I was tripping on the same wire.
Let's see who
every
wins
time.
this. I've said my piece.
Oh, dude,
Harassment, never okay. On a much different and smaller level, don't get into a competitive game that you have absolutely no idea how to play. Play as anyone else should when they don't know how to play.
Oh, man, there were two.
Something casual so you can learn the ropes so that you don't annoy and upset the players who are trying. And again, the players who are trying on your team, in this case with Andrea, the right thing to do is to actually coach her through it.
Because I'm playing horror games with the girls from Minecraft.
That would be the best way, and that would actually be if these players coached Andrea through this would be a totally different video. I would love it. It would be the most wholesome content in the world. It would be so wholesome.
That I could play Minecraft with. Today
If they explained, this is what's happening, that's what's happening, how to do this, how to do that, and they were patient with that, and even if they were losing with it, whatever, that would have been so awesome to see. That would be the wholesome content that I'm looking for. Unfortunately, though,
you have a team of mods. Well,
neither sides are really in the right, but one side is clearly doing something a lot worse than the other. That's my take. And again, I might have people say that it's wrong that anyone should be able to play competitive, and anyone should be. Actually, let's also make that very clear. Anyone should be able to. I agree with that. Anyone should be able to play competitive. But you also have to respect competitive. It goes both ways. Everyone can play competitive, but you also have to respect competitive. And what is respecting competitive? Respecting competitive and the players on your team who are playing for a competitive thing is to learn the basics, at least, of what is happening, which means spending a few hours at the very least in Spike Rush, Deathmatch, or unrated. Specifically unrated, really. Deathmatch is a great way to learn the map a bit. Obviously, Deathmatch doesn't teach you the map in terms of, you know, A and B and other stuff like that.
Right.
Last player standing.
But this, what's happening to these players, whilst a lot of them were being totally in the wrong, this isn't fair to these players, to our teammates either.
Oh fuck! Shit! Damn it! Damn it! I didn't know they were doing
Because
that.
honestly, if
didn't
I
know
was
there
on if I was on Andrea's team here, I would be annoyed myself. I wouldn't say I wouldn't. I would probably actually try. I would probably ask what's up. Because that's actually the other thing, right? With toxicity in games, right?
Yeah, I should have used the sound.
The best way to do this stuff, in my opinion, the best way to form something that works, ask what's up. Just ask what's up. Literally, I think that's because there's no negative connotations, and you can find out what needs to be done at that point. And I'm sure if someone asked Andrea what's up and they actually started a proper dialogue with her, not that you should have to do that really in competitive, but as a better way of this going, I'm sure I have a very good feeling that Andrea would have you know took that on board or whatever, like spoken, and they'd be able to have a conversation. Unfortunately, what's happening now is that Andrea has had to understandably mute these people.
Is he gone?
And these people are probably cussing out Andrea. And actually, this is going to now change how I report on this on VALORANT Hub, because
One enemy remaining.
this was one type of story, but now it's going to be a different type of story with this similar.
I'm so confused.
But I wasn't, and this is why it's good. It's important that I'm actually really glad that I watched this now to get the context, because I am going to mention in VALORANT Hub, I'm going to pin it down and hammer the point down about harassment not being at all acceptable. I'm going to totally hammer that point down.
Okay.
But I am also going to
I
mention
don't even know
that,
what I was doing.
as
I
Andrea
have
just
no
said
idea what I was
again,
doing. Oh,
she
I
has
got
no
blown
idea
up.
what she's doing. And that's completely
Damn it.
unfair to the rank.
How did I get blown
And I'm
up?
sure that it doesn't
How
really
did I get
matter
blown
to
up?
her that much. Actually, you know what?
Was
I
I
don't
too
want to say
close?
that because I don't know her.
I thought
So
I
I'm
didn't
going to
even
butt
know
out
where
of
it was
that,
being
and I
planted,
retract
dude.
what I just said. Because I have no idea what's going through her head.
know. And I thought they. Oh, I guess this is the old. Okay. Well, I'm gonna follow these dudes. Yeah, I thought
But
it
it's,
was
yeah, it's
farther away.
both basically, I think the easiest way of putting it is that
Running
both
to the
parties are ruining
bomb?
each
Well,
other's
I wanted to
experience.
go protect
One
the
party
bomb,
is
you know?
more guilty than the
Sound is
other,
key,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
Well, I'm still working on my
Satchel out.
Our spot carrier's down.
Enemy spotted.
Where is he?
I mean, it's just not. This isn't meant as a thing against Andrea, but it just says a lot when she ADSs like
Damn
that.
it! Oh, was I not supposed to reload there? What should have I done there? Ah, this game is so hard. I don't even know what I should have done there.
Come on, let's go.
One enemy remaining.
Embarrassing.
I should have used the wall instead of reloading. I should have walled and then reloaded.
I am very
Yeah,
interested
it
to
was
see
a
what
bad
type
time
of
to reload.
comments this video gets. How many people agree with me, how many people don't.
Yeah,
I think I've been
I mean,
somewhat
this is
reasonable
literally
though,
like- this is my
trying to
first
find a
game
way
ever.
that works for both
Ooh,
parties.
That was good.
That's going on a highlight reel for sure.
That was good. Okay.
I think it would have been
Alright,
absolutely
well, I'm
awesome
dead,
for Andrea to,
so- Okay, we can
yeah,
get a
learn the
Guardian.
maps.
Thanks.
And because I know I'm going to kick myself in the editing if I don't say this
Are we actually gonna win? That's funny.
again,
I don't even want this team
I
to win because they're all
complete-
toxic as hell, but I wouldn't request anything.
I completely
No, Gremlin, I
condemn
decided
the
to not
harassment
give up and just return and
Andrea.
beat them and play.
And yeah, I think I've been pretty balanced about it. Regardless, so who knows? Anyone could win, because, I mean, Andrea's team is winning right now by a point, so
It's over. You're
anything
dead.
could happen. Anything could happen. Well, that was a nice try, to be fair.
Should have got him.
Wall raised.
Where'd he go?
The spike.
Where'd he go?
Oh dear.
Where'd that one dude go? I know he's still there. Where'd he go? So you're not gonna come? There must be going around.
It is interesting though, trying to be a voice of somewhat reason in gaming, because
One enemy remaining.
I've noticed, especially after not being in gaming for like a year between, I would say 2016 to 2017-ish,
Where the fuck is he coming from?
coming back to the
shit.
gamer culture,
Fuck! Oh god. Oh, we won. We won.
there's
I should have
quite the disconnect between a lot of gamers and real life, I've noticed, in terms of culture and what's okay and what's acceptable. And I think I've been fair to both parties. I hope I am.
Right, for shotguns?
I.e. being, and I'm not talking about these specific players. These specific players have done bad things. But I'm talking about any sort of player. Like I say, I'd be pissed off if I was on Andrea's team here, and I'm more than happy to say that. I'd probably end up being less pissed off at the end of the game, because I would probably, well, yeah, I would most likely, like I say, just say what's up and talk and see what's possible. Coach her through it, explain to her, because all she really needs to know, like, if someone explained this stuff to her properly,
Long range. I need to move my
she
mouse
could do really
now.
well with it.
Dude, I don't know anything about guns and games, okay, guys?
If someone explained the right weapon for her potentially, or like walked her through the eco a little bit, walked her through the map, saying, you know, in this part of the map, people are going to come from this area most likely. So, you know, wait here for a second, maybe stay by me, support me, you know, you're sage so you can heal me, and then we, you know, all that good stuff. I probably wouldn't end up being annoyed at the end, because I think Andrea probably would be receptive to that, and you know, and we'd be able to make something work there. So obviously that does then go, that then does speak to the fact that a lot of this is also down to the toxic teammates who, you know, just harassing her basically. Don't go up there.
Go! I pressed X! No! Wait,
What?
could have I resurrected? How would have I... Wait, can you
Last
resurrect?
player
No, you
standing.
can't resurrect yourself, right? You can only resurrect your opponents. Because why did it tell me...
So yeah, it's trying to get,
resurrection
but also like, I also don't want to blindly just because someone has has dealt with people being absolute knobs to them, which is absolutely, I've spoken about this a million times in this video, isn't correct. I also
But it
do
will be
want to,
fair.
you know, let's not completely dismiss what Andrea hasn't really done very well here, which again
Every time you die...
is
Yeah, they don't deserve the resurrection.
disadvantage
I literally...
people who are trying in this
Assholes.
game.
I don't want to use this.
It's trying to get, you know, it's trying to make things work for everyone.
Okay.
Trying to make
well,
things
I don't
work
have
for
enough money
everyone.
since I keep
And
dying.
because the other thing is that a lot of these kids, you know, they learn this bad language, or they learn this harassment or whatever it is from someone else. Very easy to mold kids' minds.
Gremlin.
You just have to have a lot of patience, which, to be
Well,
fair,
we're gonna- I
isn't
think
what you
that
necessarily
we'll
sign up
see.
for in Valorant. But all you have to do is basically just make them think something else is cool, and they'll go with it.
That's funny. Yeah, next time they die, I say, oh, did you...
Like, if what's in it for them is for them to win, then they'll probably listen to you, which means working with them to help them win.
Last player standing.
Oh shit, Minx is ready? I think we... No,
Yeah,
no,
I
we
think
still
there's going to
have
be people from both sides of the spectrum,
Oh,
but
shit, that
I
was
think
fast.
I don't see how anyone would really too much disagree with my take here. I
need to
think
stop
I've been fairly
dying.
reasonable to both parties. You know, admitting that
dying.
Andrea probably shouldn't be in this specific game,
They're waiting
in
till
this
6, okay, we
specific
have 10
game, as in this match.
I wanted to get an actual good game.
You know,
of
in the
Valorant
competitive
game
ladder.
before,
But at the same time,
these
and
little
on a
noobs
much
ruined
more
it.
powerful note,
Okay,
harassment is never okay, and it should be banned. As far as I'm concerned, it has absolutely no place in this game. Harassment.
Barrier created.
At the very least, if we're not going to do banning straight away, is a much
Satchel out.
more
Our spike is down.
a much more
Enemies
what's the
spotted.
word?
I have this back.
Should kill him.
A much stricter isn't the right word, but I'm just going to use it for this placeholder. A much stricter banning system.
Get out of my way.
I.e., maybe first suspension is a month. Second suspension is a few months. Third suspension is 6 months. Fourth suspension is a year. I mean, I don't have the exact answer. I don't know exactly what the right play is here in terms of like implementing the right system. But as of right now, I mean, I've reported a lot of
I'm never gonna resurrect them.
foul
I could
mouth
die
players.
and learn how to talk to a girl.
And like I see a lot of
Girls,
people
man, they can
saying
be mean.
stuff in
I know,
chat.
I always feel.
I get like
just
the
want
Andrea's
one
followers
good
and stuff
game.
because they're talking
I
about
just want
like
one good game.
Remaining.
Yes,
They're too
they
toxic
knew
for
I was
res.
a girl. That's exactly why they were being mean to me. Like the first word that I said, they all started calling me a whore.
yeah,
As
that's
soon as I
terrible.
said one word.
That is terrible. And that in itself, like I say,
I'm not
Riot,
fighting
you know what to
toxic. I
do.
muted them. I didn't say anything to them.
Can I get a
So
drop?
but yeah, going into the, I don't want to say putting herself in a situation because she didn't put herself in the situation
yeah,
by
I
any
mean, you don't even
means.
talk to people. Yeah, exactly. Not even a girl.
In terms of
You shouldn't talk to
it's
anybody like
the
that.
player's fault for being toxic. Because the thing is,
Where are they going?
the biggest issue, one of the biggest issues to me here is that these players, not that they should ever be toxic at all, but adding
spray, yeah,
worse
someone
onto
gave me that advice
worse,
before.
however you'd put it, is
Shit.
Reloading.
that they were so toxic at the
How
very
are they
start of the game.
sniping
They
me?
screwed themselves.
How are they
They,
sniping me like that?
The players playing this, the players who were being horrible to Andrea,
He sniped me so well.
they screwed themselves over. They did.
Help.
They shouldn't have.
They did know I'm unranked. They did know. Oh, I'm pretty sure I reported them, right? Yeah, I reported them all.
Because now, not only is Andrea clearly not the most practiced player on Valorant, but also she has absolutely no
My sensitivity.
incentive to help her team out because she's not with her team from a psychological, not I don't know how to put it, but from her own will, from her own intent, she's not on that team.
So
But yeah, all around not great situation.
yeah, no, I would have planned it with friends. I just did it so I could just do something while I wait for the horror game. Otherwise, if I do play Valorant, I normally plan it with other people. But today was just an impromptu stream. Oh, I just changed my sensitivity. I think it's a little bit better now.
I'm gonna have to be so careful about how I report on this on Valorant Hub, because any miswording or accidental wording is gonna put me out in a really bad way.
There's a little thing on me, the recon bolt.
I'm gonna try and be
Yeah,
so as
hey, my crosshair is just
diplomatic as
fine.
possible.
What's wrong with this crosshair?
I'm clearly going to highlight how
You can shoot through
wrong harassment is and how Riot needs to deal with it. But yeah, I'm also going to present
the hell.
the full context, I should say.
Ah! Every time!
I still don't know who's going to win. 10-10.
They snipe
right?
me every time! Oh, it's because I didn't have a shield.
Multiple enemies ahead.
Joke's over. You're
How are
dead.
they always sniping me?
But yeah,
Yeah, Connor does play Valorant. There's
Going
nothing like
into,
that. Today was just unplanned.
Reloading.
going into a game that is one of the most competitive games potentially in the world, in terms of like they're trying to make it into one of the number one esports in the world.
Just mute them and just continue playing.
You know, it stems from CS, which of course is an extremely competitive game, etc. And then going on to the competitive ladder of that competitive game.
I mean,
with-
yeah, I knew comp was gonna be toxic, but I didn't expect that.
I don't know if you heard that, but she said, I knew comp was going to be toxic, but I didn't expect that. And I think they will probably see it from the other way around. Not that it's right, it's terrible, it's wrong.
He's a sweat. Yeah, and
Last
he's
player
probably
standing.
suffering so much with me on his team, so that's enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've made my point. She's
It
in
sucks
comp.
that it
She should have
discourages,
been
like,
prepared
everyone from
to
wanting to try to
work with her team and to know the game well enough to hang around, basically.
Okay.
In
I
competitive,
don't
you
know
got to
if
know
you
the game
kinda-
enough to hang around. Otherwise, you are going to disadvantage your team, and it's not fair.
Philip kind of looks like that. Yeah. No, I'll just stay in comp. It doesn't matter that much. But yeah. Maybe I'll play some more unrated games.
What?
Oh, Sammy!
That's annoyed
thank
me
you
a
for
little
gifting
bit.
5 subs. Thank you so much, Sammy.
That's wrong.
Okay.
That's
Alright.
wrong.
I want to get a better
I
round.
think,
need to
and
stop.
I would love to. Like, I'm more than open to like. The other thing I
Getting
want to be very
sniped right
clear is
away.
I am very open to changing my opinion. Like, if someone brings something new to the table that I haven't thought about, or I haven't thought about things in a certain way, that's actually one of my favorite things to do is to learn. I love learning, so I love learning why I could be wrong or how things could be different and changing my perspective and all
Right.
that stuff. Trust me, if I wasn't like that, then I would still be thinking like a teenager, and I'm in my 20s now. You know, thinking
For
or
1
saying
second,
stupid
because I
stuff.
got a notification, and then I got shot. Okay.
Well, yeah, don't go out in the open then.
My phone buzzed. I look at it, and that was it. Okay, Gerber, I would just leave and join you. But I think.
I mean, basically, as far as I'm concerned, it's unintentional throwing and trolling to join a game as to join a competitive ladder as someone who doesn't know the game.
I know exactly. Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
COD, I'll play COD. If it's solo, I'll do COD. I don't want to play with other people. They're
Match
mean.
point.
Can I get a drop?
I am wondering what type of reaction and response I'm going to get to these points of views. I hope I'm being fair. I hope I am. I really do. And you call me out if I'm saying, if I'm thinking something wrong. Like, I want to be very clear. Whenever I say this stuff, I have no ill intent towards anyone whatsoever. No ill intent towards Andrea. No ill intent actually towards the kids who are being toxic either. They're young. That's not an excuse. But they're young. We all know what that means. When a kid's, you know, let me put it this way. Would you prefer a kid to be toxic and
yes.
harass women, or would you prefer
I need
an
to stop being
adult
sniped.
man to do it? We both know the answer to that.
Yeah.
The kid is
Everybody,
more
reported
likely
him.
to
They were very toxic.
figure out how to be a fully functioning human being. An adult doing this stuff, that's when things get weird and worrying.
Summon Ducky.
Come on, buddy, out.
Well, that's why I wanted to play this, because I thought I would make new friends, like those nice 12-year-olds.
What?
But these 12-year-olds were bullies. But it's okay. I'm over it. I'm over it.
I mean, I get it, kind of, like,
Blocking
there's nothing wrong with trying to make friends. I totally get it, but, yeah. Like I say, unintentionally throwing a game is a bit unfair.
What the fuck? How did I not get him when I was hitting him? How did he not die?
Like, this is why I'm very, very,
What?
very...
Was it that good aim?
I
thought
actually
he
don't
was
like
gonna
playing
die.
ranked. That's something. I don't like
Was
playing
that not
ranked
good?
because I don't play the game enough. And I understand everything here. I understand
know,
I understand the
Philip.
meta
It's
very
the
well, as you
beginning
might
of the
understand
game.
as someone who runs
It was
Valorant
the
Hub.
beginning of the game. You're not
Um,
trying to help me. That's
So
not
I know
cool.
what the pro meta
could've
is,
literally-
what
my
the
teammate could've
lower
shot
tier
that guy,
meta,
but he
you know,
chose not
mid tier, the whatever it is, right?
That's
I
okay.
see a lot of, I see the pick rates. I know what,
Okay.
I know all of it. Like, I know a lot of it at least. And I'm on the
need
other
to
way
say
to
Ray, I
Andrea
can get
here.
them.
I know more than the average player most likely, and I even don't like playing ranked because I don't think that my in-game
CS:GO,
skill,
yeah,
even though
I'll
I
try
know
some
everything outside of the
shooters.
game in
I
terms
wasn't
of the
even planning to play
context of
shooters
meta
again,
and
but
stuff.
playing Valorant kind of made me want to play some more shooters. I mean, obviously the team member part, but
But I worry that I'm going to bring down my team, because I don't get to play the game as much as
if I
people
kept
think.
shooting, I would have killed
I
him.
don't get to play the game much at all because I'm working
don't
on
wanna play this game.
on stuff like this on YouTube and my online projects and stuff. So I'm sure there's a place for me in ranked. I don't know what my rank. Yeah, I don't know if my rank whatever, but yeah.
Joke's over. You're dead.
How did that happen? I don't even know what happened.
Because they know
CS:GO is
angles
more
and they know
toxic.
corners.
Damn. I don't even know how they killed me.
Blocking sight.
I have no clue where they came from. Well, we'll find. I mean, Gerber, I don't know. We're supposed to play at 6, so I don't know if I should give him another.
I'm trying to think of devil's advocate to everything that I'm talking about because I do that anyway. Doing YouTube at this point, I've started to try and think about what people are going to say against my point of view, so that I can sort of have some rough idea of where I'm going wrong with things and where I'm going right. Did the game freeze or did she just alt tab?
I'll play one with Gerbs and them.
Last player standing.
The one
Because
thing
I
I'm
don't think
thinking of
you're
in terms
ready
of
for the
devil's
horde game
advocate
yet.
is that,
Embarrassing.
you know, if you want to be an iron player
think I would wait.
and
Okay,
you know
then I'll
not
message
30
you.
seconds
not
left.
be great, then that's fair enough.
Okay.
But I
Then
can
I'll wait
understand
after
that.
this game.
I don't know what rank Andrea's playing in though.
Well,
Defenders win.
Like I say,
I hate this
don't
team.
go into. I just don't think going into competitive is fair when you don't know how to
Alright,
play the
At
game.
least we're out of it. You know, at least we didn't give up. We went in and we tried to play. I'm gonna definitely do some, like, if I do Valorant, I'm probably gonna plan something with other streamers. Let's see. Finish Detroit? No, I want to play a shooter. Maybe an individual shooter. Okay, let's see. Are they ready? I'm gonna message Minx right now. Y'all.
But I want to hear your take on this, right? I want to hear your take. This is kind of maybe a controversial subject. I don't know. Thankfully, I'm not monetized on this channel because this video ain't gonna get monetized with the number of curses in this video. Obviously, not on my side, but on both Andrea and the team side. I'm gonna make a video now on Valorant Hub. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this goes in terms of perception and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I don't know how controversial it's going to be. I'm hoping that I'm having the right take on this. I'm hoping that, like, I mean, heck, in life I want sunshine and rainbows. Like, I don't know how else about it. So, like, you know, Andrea, I hope the best for Andrea, and I hope that, you know, she manages to find a better teammates who aren't toxic and don't say the worst stuff that they can to her. And I also hope that if Andrea does decide to continue playing in competitive games, but she doesn't somewhat disadvantage people who are trying. God, I don't know if you saw me look that way, but holy crap, I thought I saw or heard something behind me. Didn't, thankfully. Anyway, that being said, if this video was interesting or helpful, a like is always so much appreciated. If you want to be kept up to everything I'm posting on the channel, hit that sub button, keep notifications on. I need to get on with this Valorant Hub video. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.
Champion.